Alright guys, how's it going? So it is the 1st of January. I'm absolutely stuffed after my New Year's dinner. I hope you had a nice New Year. I hope you had a nice Christmas or holiday, or even if you don't celebrate it, I just hope you had a nice time over the week. And I'm going to review Artbreeder. Now, I actually reviewed this about a year ago, roughly around a year ago now, but it's became so much more fully fledged, and it's excellent for creating concept art. And they've got a lot more options now as well, so definitely worth checking it out. Highly recommend it. And I'll just kind of walk you through the website. We'll kind of play around with things, and we'll just kind of create something. So obviously you need to sign in. Once you've signed in, you can go to the create process. And this is what I mean by it's definitely expanded. At the beginning it was only one thing, maybe two things. I think it might have been landscapes and portraits. But now you have a kind of general, you've got portraits, you've got characters, you've got landscapes, you've got albums, you've got furries. Why you would want to do that, I don't know. I don't get the fascination with furries, but hey, whatever floats your boat. So I'm actually going to go to landscapes because a lot of 3D artists, well, they're landscape artists. Now you can upload one, but it's actually limited, and it now gives you the option to basically pay a membership, but you can pretty much everything you need from free. So I'm actually going to go compose, and this is one that I've made earlier. I feel like I'm on Blue Peter. And it's a pretty cool render, to be honest. Now, I could never draw this. I'm not talented enough. And this is pretty much generated by AI, or it's a kind of mix between photo mashing and AI. It's kind of strange how it works, to be honest. And it pretty much started from something like this, and I kind of build upon it and build upon it. So what I can do here is I can obviously change the variables, so I can change things like the chaos. So we'll add a little bit of chaos into the scene. That'll pretty much work its magic. We end up with something like this, completely different from what I actually expected. I'm going to drop a little bit of snow into the scene. We'll spank up the mountain. It kind of makes things a little bit sharper, and we'll give it a little bit more architecture. Now the great thing about Artbreeder is it builds and builds and builds and builds. There's no kind of limit in terms of where to stop. So what you can do here is you can actually save the image. We'll double click this, and you can see here I have an option. I can go to children, or I can go to crossbreed. So I'm actually going to go to crossbreed, select an image, and we'll use something that's trending. Now this is one I actually uploaded earlier on. So I'm going to go to trending, and I'm just going to pick something that I actually like. And I kind of like something like this. This is cool. Now you can actually see this. This looks like my image from earlier on. And somebody might have actually used the image that I uploaded and crossbred it with something else, and you can actually check this out. It kind of gives you like a family history of what you've actually done. But I'm going to pick this for example, and you can see here I can either mix it in terms of the content or in terms of the style, and we've generated something completely different, and it's absolutely stunning. There's no way I could come up with something like this. Well, I probably could, but it would take me a good day, maybe 2 days. And this just randomly generates it. So I'm actually going to just save this. I actually really do like this image, and I'm actually going to go in and give it a little bit more tweaking. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to spank the sunlight up, give it the kind of orange hues. Let's see what we get. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's getting a little bit apocalyptic, and we'll give it a little bit of fog in the scene. And what I'll do here is I'll save this, and this means somebody else can then build upon this image. Now I did mention it kind of gives you the family history, so if you actually go to this share button, it'll actually tell you where these images have came from. So it's actually been adapted, and it just kind of builds out and builds out and builds out. And that's pretty much the basics of Artbreeder. It's fantastic, to be honest. Now I'm going to create a character this time because characters are damn cool. Now we could upload an image, maybe you want to upload an image of your family member and kind of tweak it a little bit, but we'll just go to compose just to make things a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to generate a new character. I'm going to select this one. This one's pretty cool. The ones down the bottom is ones that I've actually generated below. I'm going to double click on this, and you can play around with some of the settings. If you've ever used anything with like make human, it kind of feels a little bit the same. So I'm going to make her incredibly angry. Get something completely different, and maybe tone that back a little bit. I'm going to save this. I'm going to go to crossbreed. I'm going to crossbreed it with something else. This is an image that I made earlier on as well. It's absolutely stunning. She's gorgeous. And we end up getting something like a kind of crossbreed between the two of them. And that really is Artbreeder. It is superb, especially if you just want to come up with ideas or just generate landscapes or an album cover, for example. Do me a favour guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, support me in Gumroad, you know what to do.